UFC President Dana White has told our Brett Okamoto that there are now discussions to bring Mayweather under the UFC tent. Wow. More on this. Let's bring in Brett now. So, Brett, how serious are these discussions? How would this work with Floyd Mayweather in UFC?
Yeah, they're more serious than I guess I gave them credit for. I mean, how this conversation came up is I was with Dana White. I was at the UFC headquarters here in Las Vegas this week, and he brought up Floyd. You know, we were talking about 2018, and he said, hey, we're in discussions with Floyd Mayweather. And I said, really? You are? How real is that? And he got real serious. He narrowed his eyes at me, and he said, oh, it's very real. You know, did you think Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather is real? And I admitted, no, originally I didn't think it was real. And he's like, hey, that happened. He said, Floyd doesn't really talk about things that don't happen. He's a savvy businessman. We made a whole lot of money together. And you know what? Before the Mayweather-McGregor fight, there was a lot of discussions over how would these guys get along. There's very powerful people involved. When you got Dana White, you've got Al Heyman, who's the advisor of Floyd Mayweather. They got along really, really well. It was easier than I think a lot of them even anticipated. So they're talking about doing it again.
So is this being done to set up a rematch now with Conor McGregor in McGregor's sport?
You know, I don't think so. I don't think that would even be possible. You know, an athletic commission has to sanction these bouts. And there were quite a few people that said, well, why would Nevada even sanction a boxing match between Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather? Conor McGregor's never boxed before. This isn't a fair fight. That's what the commission is there for, is to stop unfair fights from happening. Well, the Nevada commission felt confident that McGregor's boxing skills were good enough that he could at least get in the ring with him and it wouldn't be, you know, detrimental to his health. I don't know if they could say the same thing about a Floyd Mayweather getting into a UFC octagon where you can get kicked in the head, you can get kneed, you can get elbowed, you can get choked out. A guy who's never wrestled, who's never done any of that kickboxing, they couldn't put him in there with a Conor McGregor. They would have to find somebody a little more used to his skill set.
All right, Mayweather-McGregor, their boxing match did 4.3 million pay-per-view buys. Well, who knows what they would fetch if Floyd Mayweather goes into UFC. Brett Okamoto, our MMA insider, giving us the discussion with Dana White now.